Okay, well done. Conversation class. Today we were talking about parenting, something that so many people here have so much experience of. These are the words we use today. I got these from a magazine article, from a women's magazine. This word express, when we talk about an express train, it means fast. This is like we're using the word express as an adjective. Later on, we used express as a verb to voice, to speak your mind, to express yourself. So it's nice to see a word, it's exactly the same word, exactly the same pronunciation, but once used as a noun, one moment used as a verb. If you're on my pre-intermediate group, this is work we're going to be doing over the next few weeks. It's very challenging work. It's called homophones and homonyms. Okay, let's move on. To rush means to hurtle, but that's a difficult word as well. So it just means to go fast, to quick, to hurry. Fast and quick, they're adjectives. To hurry, that could be a verb or a noun. To rush, that could be a verb or a noun. Like I rush every day, or I am in a rush, for example. Different ways of using nouns as verbs and verbs as nouns. Exhilarating, if something's exhilarating, it's breathtaking, it's amazing, astonishing, all of those strong adjectives. Now, this word here, flee, if we use the expression, our children flee the nest, it's so difficult not to laugh loudly, I know. It's a real challenge. I have that. I hate that when you have got the giggles and you're trying to hold it. You can't. Anyway, sorry. I've just completely digressed there, haven't I? Did you notice I digressed? Yeah. To flee the nest means to leave home, but to flee means really like to leave in a hurry, to get the hell out of here, as they say in America. I love this word. I don't know the origin of it, but it feels like Old English. Skedaddle. Just skedaddle, okay? It's a great word. I think it's a verb. I skedaddled. Okay. To erode means to wear down. And thank you all for your fantastic synonyms of the word erode. To wear down, to corrode, to fade, to rot, to rust, to gradually decay. Buckle down means to focus and work hard. I recently told a student that if she wants to pass her first certificate exam, she has to buckle down. Focus, concentrate, work hard every day, 2 hours a day, buckle down and work. Now, notice when we were all talking, it was really noisy, but then the noise died down to silence. That's what it means here when noisy places reduce. When a noisy place reduces to silence. To play down, well, it's to make a big problem seem smaller. So I can say, oh, Brexit, oh, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. But really, in the back of my mind, I know it's a really big problem. A labour of love is something you do for love, but it's hard work. That's why we've got the word labour there, hard work. Monotonous means tedious or boring or mundane. Thank you, well done for remembering another challenging word that means the same as boring. We use boring all the time, but can you change it? Can you use mundane? Can you use tedious? Can you use monotonous instead? Expand your vocabulary, guys. That's what we're here to do. To isolate means to cut off. You know, if you isolate yourself away from people, you cut yourself off from other people. If you feel isolated, you feel cut off from other people. To cut something down, well, you know, the thing with phrasal verbs is they have literal meanings and they have idiomatic meanings. So to cut down a tree, for example, is this. But to cut down the amount of cigarettes I smoke, I will reduce it. Same with the word cut out. You can cut something out of a newspaper with some scissors. That's very physical. That's a literal meaning of the idiom, of the phrasal verb, sorry. But if you cut out smoking, you stop smoking. So be aware that phrasal verbs usually have a literal meaning and a number of idiomatic meanings. And finally, to cut in means to interrupt. Two people are talking. Excuse me, can I cut in for a moment? I just want to say something really important. And those are our words that we used around the subject of parenting today. Well done.